To high tech now, a model of artificial intelligence made by China called Deepseek has shot to the top of Apple Store's downloads, shocking investors and sinking some tech stocks. Its latest version was released on the 20th of January and it made a fast impression on AI experts before getting the attention of the entire tech industry and the world. US President Donald Trump says it's a wake-up call for US companies who must focus on competing to win. What makes Deepseek special is the company's claim that it was built at a fraction of the cost of industry-leading models like OpenAI because it uses fewer advanced chips. The possibility of that being true caused chip-making giant NVIDIA to shed almost $600 billion of its market value on Monday, the biggest one-day loss in the history of the United States. And now to discuss this technology feat, the founder of TechSkill, Segun Allen, joins me via Zoom from the United Kingdom. Thank you very much for joining us at this point. Now, for the first half of the 20th century, the concept of artificial intelligence held meaning almost exclusively in science fictions. Now, looks like a lot has changed since then. What is your assessment of this?
Thank you for having me today. I'm glad to be here. Now, talking about AI and the trend that we've seen, like you mentioned, over the years, it felt like it was all fiction and movie when you talk about robotics and you talk about the sci-fi movies that we've all seen, right? But fast forward today, it's not a reality. We've seen AI embedded in almost everything we do. When you think about it from how we had the dot-com boom, we had the SaaS, or what you call the software as a service, right? Where somehow every company is now a software company. We've now gotten to the point where every company is now going to become an AI company. I know currently we sort of have what we call AI companies or AI industry, but I can assure you in the next few years, we are going to have every company being AI. Everybody is trying to see how I can embed AI into my daily activity, into everything you do. So when you're building a system, when you're looking at your operational process, when you're looking at your marketing process, when you're looking at your sales process, you are thinking of the use of a use case for artificial intelligence. And that is the reality we now face today. So the better we embrace it, the better for all of us. I mean, some people missed out on the dot-com boom. Some missed out on the SaaS, that is, they were late to the game. We saw a lot of companies being left behind, a lot of people being left redundant because they could not catch up with latest technology. And same is going to happen with AI if you are not, what's the word now? Playing catch up very fast. If not, you'll be left behind. And it is the reality today, and it's here to stay for the next couple of years.
Okay, I'm looking at my Play Store. I'm seeing that it has about 10 million plus downloads, and the reviews I've seen earlier they're quite good reviews now, and this is set to be disrupting the industry with its low cost, its open source large language models, challenging US tech giants. Looking at all of this, how is it going to impact the world of artificial intelligence?
So, speaking specifically about Deepseek, I mean, just like every other enthusiast, mainly I heard about it, I had to download it, and I use it myself, right? And when you compare to what OpenAI, which is the parent company of ChatGPT that we are all used to, the open source, how much they claim it took them to train that model, compared to OpenAI is, like you said, like you mentioned, is a fraction of it. So from like a 400 billion to 6 million is quite significant. And for a lot of enthusiasts like me, trying to build AI models and other people, they're trying to build things on all of these models, it's going to create so many things. What that means is now it has lowered the barrier to entry. So which means it's now cheaper and more cost effective for you today to build an AI solution because you can leverage on Deepseek model. And also, there's also the China-US play here, because over the last couple of years, the last couple of decades, China and US have had the most or highest amount of investment in AI. So it's not surprising to see that the two world giants are going head to head, and this is AI game. So it is also beyond just company versus company. It's also a geographical imbalance that is happening here, where it's been US and the AI front with ChatGPT. Now with Deepseek, there's that imbalance that is changing. And also, there's also going to be the economic impact as well, because so many people are going to build new things on this model. It's going to drive the cost down significantly. Over the years, OpenAI has claimed that they are not for profit because it takes a whole lot, and they're for public good, and they've gotten a lot of funding. However, there is a new giant that emerged from nowhere at a fraction of that cost, which is going to give them a run for their money and make it easily accessible for other enthusiasts like us to actually thrive in this space.
All right. So with what you have said, what does this mean for American dominance in AI?
Obviously, just like every other industry, it is the American dominance is actually in check. And like you mentioned, President Trump is saying that this is a reality call for American companies, and of course for people like me who are from developing countries who very likely might get towards China for more affordable things. It's that time for America bogus corporate world to sit tight, right? Everybody's trying to create or play in that space, from Amazon to Meta. However, somebody doing this, which means they know that their power, their monopoly is no longer in play here. Is reality check for them. They need to find other means, because what happens with all of these things at the end of the day is people try to mystify all of these things and keep it, right? Tell you how expensive it is, how it's not possible from other countries to do it. But with this now, it has shown that this is doable at fraction of that cost, and everybody can do it. And it's going to become a case that if China can do it, why not Korea? Why not Nigeria? Why not Singapore? Why not other countries? Why not Europe? And that is the point. Same way it happens with other form of technology from SaaS. Most of the initial tech companies were American companies. However, the Chinese play the catch-up game, and Alibaba, like you can see, is one of the biggest tech companies in the world. Same also is going to happen here, that here it is not just an American game, it's actually a global game, and everybody has to sit tight to provide value for everybody.
Well, we do hope that at a point we will be talking about Nigerian app. Well, as we talk about American startups, American apps, American AI, Chinese AI like Deepseek, we'll be talking about Nigerian AI, and of course, tech experts like you will be able to run that package and ensure that we have our own homegrown solutions to our homegrown problems using tech. Thank you very much, Segun Allen, founder of TechScale, for talking to us. Thank you.
Thank you for having me today.